Continue
Well,
that it could lead to this many deaths. Obviously, I don't think these guys are going to stand here and tell you they want 186,000 innocent deaths. I don't think anyone standing here wants 186,000 innocent deaths.
So with regards to what's going on and what Israel is doing at the moment, what are your views about that?
I just answered the false statement, potentially. I didn't want him to make it. But there was
I've asked you a question. You're just repeating the same thing again. I don't want you to repeat the same thing again. I'm asking you another question.
What we haven't done is responded to the point. What we haven't done is responded to the point. So just to be clear, if someone is going to make the statement that it's Lancet and it's a Lancet study, there's a distinction between a peer-reviewed Lancet study and a letter into Lancet that gets published in Lancet. I'm just making a distinction. It is a distinction.
And I've asked you a follow-up question to that. You're just repeating the same thing again.
I will allow you to continue your conversation. Just want to make sure that the gentlemen don't have misinformation.
No, that's your opinion. The Lancet Medical Journal. You don't give opinions. You don't give opinions to the Lancet Medical Journal. They're not okay with just taking submissions of people's opinions and just putting it out there. And the American spokesperson, they're not okay with just listening to people's opinions of just throwing around 186,000. So nice try, good job, but it's not good enough.
I thank you. And when you learn something, generally when you are educated by someone, it is polite to thank them.
Well, can you thank me then?
Of course, I thank you before I left.
Okay.
I thank you, and as you've learned something today, I hope. I need not your gratitude. Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye. Okay, so with you guys, with what's going on, with what Israel is doing, give me your thoughts.
So currently, the numbers I know.
Let's not say numbers. Let's treat them as human beings. Yeah. With regards to, we know that in Gaza, half of the people are women and children. Yeah, and we know the numbers that have been butchered in Gaza. I'm sure you're on social media as well. What are your thoughts when you see that sort of stuff on a daily basis?
So all the innocent people that get killed, terrible tragedy. Every time it happens, it's a tragedy. Every innocent life across the entire world that gets lost is a tragedy.
Very good.
Let's start that baseline.
That's very good. I agree with you. Would you also say that what Israel is doing is extremely disproportionate, unnecessary, and inhumane?
I wouldn't say it's extremely unnecessary or disproportionate. I would say that some tactics are inhumane, but I wouldn't say the first two things are true.
Okay, so when on October the 31st, they targeted a 6th-story apartment, in which the 6th-story apartment, Human Rights Watch, they said that there was no military target there, there was no reason given there, and half of the people that were killed there were children and women. What would you say about that?
It's a massive tragedy, and it was, if that is the true numbers, and I'll take your word for it, then it's a massive mistake by the IDF.
Okay, and even the last couple of days, as we're seeing, that's emerging, where in the I'll probably get the pronunciation wrong, Sidi Tamim, or the detention center, in which it's come out, the footage you've probably seen of Palestinian men being sodomized to such a degree that things are being stuck, sorry to be blunt, up their anuses, tearing their rectums, them going to the doctors, and then you've got people like Ben Gavir, ministers, saying it's okay to gang rape. It's okay to gang rape if it is done for the betterment of Israel. Do you agree with that statement? Do you agree with that statement? Do you agree with that statement that you can gang rape as long as it's done? Okay, thank you. And also in Parliament, it was discussed in Parliament. Somebody asked a member of Benjamin Netanyahu's party, the Likud party, he said, can you be sticking things up the anus of people? And they said, if they are Hamas, then it's okay. What do you think about that?
Sorry, I was distracted. Say that again.
I know, they're preaching Christianity in the worst possible way possible.
Worst religion.
Is that what? He just said your religion's the worst religion. You can go now. Okay, so I'll just repeat this point once more. It was done in the Parliament a few days ago, where one of the Arabs posited the questions to the ministers: can you stick things up the anuses of people and the response was, as long as it's done to Hamas, then it's okay. What do you think about that?
Well, it would be the same answer I said before. Of course, it would be a terrible thing to do, and you should obviously.
Assuming it's all true.
Right, assuming I'm taking your word
That's
for it.
fine.
I'm not super well versed in what's going on.
That's fine.
If that is true, that is a terrible thing, and that should never happen.
Daniel Hagari, when obviously the insult happened initially, Daniel Hagari said, our goal is destruction, not accuracy.
Yeah.
And you had, of course, Benjamin Netanyahu talking about Amalek, and Bet Salem has said that whoever's gone through the education system in Israel knows when Amalek is said, you know it means man, woman, child, everybody.
What does Amalek mean to you guys in your scripture? What is the prescription that is given to you in warfare when it comes to Amalek?
Annihilation.
Okay, so would you not say that they are enacting that very thing that they are quoting?
No, absolutely not.
There's nothing to do with Amalek, and right now we're not able to do that. Because first of all, we don't know who they are, and we have to go along to some extent. And this is abroad, so I don't know all exact details. We have to go to some extent with the rules of the land. Like, we can't go and killing people. We don't know who Amalek is. Right now, that's not.
They're just guessing them.
So when it comes to Amalek, is it a specific
Doesn't mean we
group
can't
of
go to
people?
war. It just means
It's a specific group of people, but we don't know who they are.
So is that more?
Wait, one sec.
Yeah.
But you know when you've got President Herzog and Netanyahu, both of them saying in separate occasions, all of Gazans are responsible. And another occasion, all Palestinians are responsible. According to that logic, does it not make all of them Amalek then?
No, because Amalek is a biblical description, not a political description. Herzog and Netanyahu are talking about a political description, but the Torah is talking about a biblical description.
But they're at
Two
war.
separate things.
Yeah, interesting.
When you're at war with somebody, it doesn't make them Amalek. Amalek is a specific type of people. Not every war is Amalek. Most wars, in fact, are.
But when the war has started and you're saying all Palestinians and then you are saying Amalek,
I don't agree with that statement.
Yeah.
I don't agree that Palestinians
then why is he
are Amalek.
bringing up Amalek if it's not all the Palestinians?
You'd have to ask him that question. I don't think that's a valid way of.
It's not logical, is
It's
it?
not. No, it's
Yeah.
not. It's not Amalek. So saying that is not true.
But they use the scripture for the very reason Israel is established there is due to Bible. It's due to the Bible. Yes. So then you're talking about politics are different to scripture.
Amalek isn't. Palestinians are an Amalek. So to say Netanyahu isn't a
Who are Amalek then? Why did he call Amalek?
Because Netanyahu wanted to say probably an
that's
inflammatory
true.
thing.
I think it's pretty obvious when Netanyahu is saying Amalek, like I just established, it means every single man, woman, child. And if now you're going to war with Palestine to say we don't know who he's saying it about, or it might
No,
be
I
some
know
other
he's saying
group.
it about, but I don't know who the Torah is saying it about.
Okay,
Netanyahu's
okay.
not a prophet. He's not a rabbi. He made
He's
a
an
political
atheist.
statement.
Did you know he's an
He is
atheist? Yeah,
Of course, he's not a rabbi.
America
Okay.
is
He's
not. No,
He's misrepresenting.
He's not representing the Jewish people. He's representing the government of Israel. Two different things.
Because if you look at
Which is a
America,
Jewish state.
if you look at America in the scripture, it was a group of a nation who attacked Israel, the children of Israel. And that's the reason why the revenge was so severe because of what they've done. So they're using the same thing and saying Hamas has attacked us, and therefore we are using the same prescription given to us by God Almighty, even though he's not himself, he might be religious for that matter. But a lot of rabbis would interpret this as a ethics of war, that when you go to war, this is what you do. That's the reason why they...
I've never heard that in
You haven't. I'll be honest with you, the first time I'm coming across, you guys are pro...
What does this have to do with?
It has a lot to do with it, because the thing is, it's the first time we're coming across a
Because
group
there's
of...
a war with
you guys are
civilian
pro-Israeli.
casualties,
Am I...
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so I would say you are the first pro-Israelis we have ever come across that's actually condemning the Israeli government. So that's what we're a bit taken aback. We're a bit surprised. It's refreshing to hear. That's a
No
group
one's
of-
perfect. So to say that Israel's perfect
This
is
whole conversation thus far has nothing to do with.
But the fact that you guys at least you guys are against the killing of men, women, and children and deny that is refreshing, because we've spoken to multiple people who outright come and tells us they've done it to themselves. We went to Golders Green. I don't know if you guys. We went there, and they actually told us that the Palestinians brought it on themselves, and you can't kill men, women, and children. So we've heard this rhetoric so much that when it comes from
Is that what they say? You can.
That's a shameful rhetoric. I don't want that to be the representation of the Jewish people.
Were they saying you can kill them if they're non-combatants and just go and kill them? Or
yes,
within
yes.
war there's casualties?
Yes. Like look,
There's a difference, because there is a difference. Did they say in war, if there's casualties, it happens? Or did they
That's a
say you
tragedy.
can go and kill innocent people whenever
Well,
you
I've
want?
already told you, isn't it? You've got the higher ups like Herzog and Netanyahu making no distinctions between civilians and no distinction between Hamas.
So,
in fact, Daniel
so
Hagari
the
is saying,
two of us are not Israeli. We're Orthodox Jews. our view on Israel is through the lens of Judaism, not through the lens of politics.
You're pro-Israeli though, right?
Of course.
Okay, so the thing
Okay, no, here's the thing, guys. Wait, 1 sec. The thing with being pro-Israeli is the initiation of Israel started with terrorists, to put it frankly. Yeah, I'll tell you why. You haven't heard. Yeah, like have you heard of Yitzhak Sigev?
Yeah, I've heard the name.
Yeah, he was the leader of
The Stern Gang, right?
Stern Gang, who are proscribed terrorists. Yeah, he became the prime minister of Israel. Okay, David Ben Gurion, you heard of? Not once did he become prime minister, but it was twice, and he was the leader of the terrorist organization Haganah.
That was a terrorist organization. So
Well, we can look into that, but they're pretty much described as a terrorist organization. No problem.
by who?
No
By
problem.
you guys or by the UN?
One sec.
or by Israel?
Then you have Menachem Begin. Yeah?
Not familiar with that name.
Menachem Begin, he was the leader of Ergun.
Okay.
You know
It's not a
Ergun?
terrorist organization.
Well, they bombed the King David Hotel, in which you had
They did
British
a terrorist
people in
act,
there.
Yeah, but they weren't a terrorist organization.
So you can do a terrorist attack and not be a terrorist?
I would say the U.S.
I think you're being-
Army isn't a terrorist organization, and they like carpet bombed half the Middle East. So
If you're carpet bombing people, sodomizing people, that makes you a state terrorist.
It's like me saying what ISIS done is not terrorism.
What?
It's like me saying what ISIS done is not terrorism.
Depends what the means you're going for. That's kind of how you
Does the
describe
means justify the
terrorism.
ends?
What?
Does the means justify the ends?
In which situation?
Any situation.
In
Situation of Israel.
Situation.
so
defending our people,
currently
that
the
does
numbers, like I was
civilian
starting in the
casualties-
beginning. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm sorry.
No, go.
Justifies an interesting term, but is casualties in war to defend your own people, is that something that's totally, no one's ever heard of it, and it's totally off the books, and it's, oh my god.
No, you're right.
Of course not.
Unintentional.
Of course
but
No, but there's something called the Samson option, which means that if Israel's existence is risked, then they've got no qualms with dropping nuclear weapons that will endanger the whole world.
Have they ever done that?
Are you familiar with the Samsung option?
Have they done it?
They have the option. Well, if they
So
did
does
it, we'd be
everyone
dead.
with a nuclear missile.
If they did it, we'd be dead.
So does
No,
everyone with a
that's
nuclear
not
missile.
But we know
Yeah,
that.
yeah, exactly.
We know that Israel has
Ben
nuclear-
Gvir.
We know that Israel has nuclear
Ben's not the
weapons.
prime
They haven't
minister,
done
and
it.
he's a little nuts.
Well, he's the defense minister, which is very important
He's also a little nuts.
But-
because they're the ones doing the
We know
war.
that Israel has nuclear weapons. It hasn't been dropped.
Of course, they've got loads of nuclear
Now,
weapons.
here's my question to you.
But why have they been allowed that option in which they can destroy the world?
So anyone with nuclear weapons has the option.
No, if they did, it would
Not
destroy
everybody
them.
has the Samsung option, which is that if our existence gets risked, forget the world,
If the U.S.
our
existence
survival.
is at risk, would they nuke the country that's putting them at risk?
Well, they don't have an option
China-
called
Of
that.
course they do.
What's
Oh,
the
they don't
option?
have- I don't know the name for it. The president has a nuclear football. They can press the button any moment and blow somebody up.
They don't have anything
We have
similar
that
to the
option too.
Samsung
Can
option.
we
To
understand?
nuke an enemy country, no one else has that.
Can we understand what
Nuking
an atomic bomb
the-
is?
Russia does it, America
An
does it.
atomic bomb is that if you drop in Gaza, you wipe out Israel.
Yeah, of course.
That's maybe the reason they don't drop it.
So you
Yeah,
are going to
yeah.
kill them.
Atomic bomb is something that's not like targeted. It's taking everybody else. So
Why
they
don't
don't
you drop it on Iran?
No, because Iran's not as easy to get rid of as you
When
guys think.
Iran
Israel
attacked
bombed-
Israel recently,
It's not
with all
easy.
those
It is
rockets
that
and the
easy.
missiles,
Oh, come on.
two of them
That-
You
landed.
guys didn't attack it. Well, 1
The
second.
next
mate.
day, wait.
Come on.
I'm not talking about who initiated it. When the missiles came,
1 second. If I
We're not trying to,
Let him
wait,
finish.
here's what I'm trying to get to.
Let him
Here's what I'm
finish.
trying to
No,
get
he's
to. You
talking.
said it wouldn't be easy for Israel to bomb Iran. The next day, Israel flew their planes to where Iran keeps the nuclear facilities. They have the best air defense of their country is there. The best radars of the country are there.
It's a secret top
Israel
secret place.
blew the radars up and left. What was that to show? That they have the ability to bomb Iran whenever they want to.
Whoa. They entered airspace
And blew the
and showed and flexed and left. That sounds like a terroristic country to me.
terrorist country.
There's
It was
not-
a-
no-
Going and
Nobody
flexing
died.
your muscles and leaving.
Country
Nobody
attacked
died.
first.
It's a deterrent.
Iran
Kill
attacked
no
first.
one.
No, but why are you
Iran
doing
took
that
the
in
missile.
foreign
One
waters?
second. Iran attacked first. Where did we get this from? You guys in the
Israel
embassy in
killed
Syria.
terrorists.
They bombed the embassies.
So what would happen if they had...
It's as good as me punching you guys, and then you try to fight back and I go, look at these terrorists. I hit you first. You have a right to defend yourself. So this is what...
Israel killed members that are part of an
No,
internationally
we're talking
recognized
way before
terrorist
that. Way
organization.
before that. We're talking about when they attacked the embassy in
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what
Syria.
I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And-
They
and-
attacked it to kill who? People that are recognized as international terrorists.
That's according to Israel.
No,
And according to Israel, like,
international. That's what I said.
no.
America recognizes terrorists.
Well,
too.
America recognizes Israel as non-terrorists, which is the most absurd thing I've
How
heard.
is that absurd?
Because
There's no
Israel is
standard,
carpet
whatever
bombing
you
women and
agree with,
children.
that's the standard.
How many people died in
That is
Palestine?
not a standard.
Well, according to Lancer, 186,000 have been killed in Palestine. Peer-reviewed studies do matter.
Currently, the numbers from Hamas's health organization is less than 40,000 people.
Yeah, 40,000.
40,000. Does Israel
Half of them are children
does
and
Israel
women.
have the firepower to annihilate Gaza right now?
Yes, and they are.
They do, and they're doing
Why
that.
didn't they?
But day by day they're doing it,
They
slowly,
killed
slowly.
40,000 people.
2 million.
Because of the response.
Listen. Do you know how many people are in the Speakers Corner right now? No, I would tell you there's probably maybe just about 1,000 people.
None of that's anything to do with this
So you're
conversation.
telling me that you're just saying only 40,000 people?
Yeah.
Imagine me saying it was only 6 million Jews in Germany. Only 6 million Jews. And imagine me coming and saying,
Hold up. Is there a war happening between Hamas and Israel right now?
no, there's no war. It's not a war.
No war, it's a massacre, it's a genocide.
War is different.
How many?
There's no war.
No war.
It's a massacre.
Kill militants that came over our
It's a killing militants and killing children are two separate things. Yeah, you can't kill children. You can't kill women.
Bring me
In
one
every
war in
single war,
history
children
that no
die.
children died.
Not half of the population that's getting killed are children and
Bring me
women.
one war in history no
distinction's
child
so
died.
clear.
No, but half of the population
Not half.
is half. Yes.
Half of them are combatants.
According to any object, Human
Half
Rights
are
Watch,
combatants.
Amnesty International, all of these international organizations,
of them are
United
combatants.
Nations, you're saying children are
Half of
combatants.
them are combatants.
One second.
Children and women are
I didn't
combatants.
say children are
Look,
combatants.
but you just said half of them are combatants, yeah? This is the rhetoric Nazi Germany Hitler would use when in Nuremberg.
it's not.
Look.
No. Hitler used the Jannah argument. They're not even comparable.
Did Hitler dehumanize the Jews?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, how did he dehumanize the Jews?
By saying they're less than.
Good. You don't come now and say that the half of the population of Gaza are combatants. You have justified killing them.
No.
How the casualties
They're
are combatant.
soldiers. What do you mean?
Where did you get your number that half of them are combatants?
Israel and Hamas.
From Israel.
Between the two.
Is that my dad is the killer and I gave statistics from my dad?
Hamas is the killer, and they give their numbers to the world. It might be way
But you
less.
said half of them are combatants.
Yeah.
There's
Absolutely.
2 million population of Gaza.
Yeah.
You're telling me?
No, have the
Half the
casualties.
people that are killed. Not half the people.
My bad.
Yeah,
So
sorry.
one second. So 40,000, 20,000 are combatants.
Yeah.
If you call for Hamas
Where'd you get that from?
Israel has 20,000 combatants that are killed. Hamas says 40,000 people. That's where I get the number.
If I was to interview Hitler, he would come and say to me, half of the 6 million Jews are killed by combatants.
No, he would say all of them were Jews. He
That's
killed them
the
because they were
rhetoric
Jews, not because they're combatants.
You're killing them because they are Palestinians.
No.
Yes.
There are 2 million Palestinians.
They're on your land and you want that land. It's as simple as that.
There are
It's
2
land
Why have to go
to do with
border and
land.
kill the civilians?
Going back to land, you said you're Orthodox Jews. According to your scripture, you should not be in those lands until
switching topics.
until the
Switching, John.
until the Messiah comes.
Here's my take.
What you're saying doesn't make sense. There's such
What
an
you're
easy
saying,
comeback.
you're not
You want to
following
switch?
the
Here's my response to that
We
question.
talked about
Wait. Here's my response to that question, right? When Israel was started as a country, Orthodox Judaism did not support that.
Rightly so.
Currently, to scripture, right? Currently, more than half the Jews in the world live in Israel, right? For whatever reason, is it political? Is it biblical? Half the Jews in the world live in Israel currently, right? As Orthodox Jews, we support the security of Jews wherever they are in the world.
Do you think they're more secure now?
Of course, absolutely.
Then why are you carpet bombing Gazans then, if you're more secure?
No, do you know how
They
many
attacked us. They attacked us.
They attacked you, but that doesn't show security. That doesn't show security.
Of course it does.
And if the Israeli government wasn't there,
You've just been attacked.
When does
How
the
is
end?
that
It's
security?
a terrorist organization.
Okay, when does it end?
Yeah,
when
when
does
is
it
the
end?
end?
When Hamas is gone.
And
This is
but Daniel Hagar,
Hamas
but
when Israel is
wait. But Daniel Hagari said it's preposterous to believe
not
that we
David
can get
Hagari.
rid of Hamas.
not David
But these are
Hagari.
people making the decisions.
Netanyahu does think there's a way to get rid of Palestine.
But the guy that he's hired to get the job done thinks you can't.
Who did he hire to get the job done?
Daniel Hagari,
What's Daniel Hagari's job in the government?
Daniel Hagari, Ben Gavir, all of these guys.
Here's the difference.
All of those guys are jokers, including the leader, Netanyahu, who again is an atheist.
They're probably going to lose the election. That doesn't have anything to do with this war.
Let's forget the election. We're talking about lives that have been lost.
Very simple.
One second.
It's a tragedy.
When the Jews ran away from Nazi Germany in World War II,
why keep switching? We can't
Let me
speak.
talk. I'm
That's
finishing a
50
point.
times.
You just switched topics again.
sorry, okay.
Currently, this war that's happening, 40,000 people are killed. 20,000 of them are innocent. Tragic.
They're
Every
women
single
and
one of them.
children, not innocent women and children.
Innocent women and children.
women and
Yes,
children.
Every single
but
one
that
of them
doesn't
is
just mean
tragedy.
only 20%. Only half of it is. There's more. Are you saying that the
I
other half
don't
that are
agree
not
with the other
that are
half.
not that are not women and children? You're saying all of them are combatants?
That's what Israel's saying. No, there's men that were.
That's genocidal, though. That's ethnic cleansing.
You're listening to a terrorist organization.
That's ethnic cleansing. How do you not see this?
The biggest terrorist
Guys,
state.
you want
You're
to
saying that the
cleanse
other
them,
half
you want
is ethnic cleansing.
No, half the combatants.
He said that if you're not a woman or a child, you're a combatant.
Not
Half,
right?
he's saying half the people who died are
You're not the
combatants.
same
He's
argument.
saying half are women and children, the other half are combatants.
Okay, okay, can we go to the
How many members of Hamas are there anyway?
Where
did this whole conflict start?
What we're talking about? October 7th.
Let's go to the real problem. I don't deal with them leads. Let's go to the
That's
real.
why I go October 7th.
Where did it all begin?
October 7th.
What we're talking about now is October
Before
7th.
October 7th. The beginning, the very beginning.
When the Palestinians hand
Was there a
over.
migration of Jews to Palestine at one point in that time?
Yeah, there
Okay,
was.
good. So, did the Nakba happen? No, Nakba happened.
You don't believe the Nakba happened?
There was a war. Israel won the war.
You don't believe the Nakba happened? You don't believe in a mass exodus, a mass moving and a massacre of
mass
Palestinians?
exodus, very different than forcing people to leave.
Yes, a mass exodus
means they
and
forced
a
leave.
slaughter and a killing as well.
The
You don't believe
slaughter,
killing?
I would say there's a war. Wouldn't you? Was there not a war?
No,
Was there not five governments?
it's colonialism. That's what it is. You have people living on that land, and you've now suddenly been moved out, and now you're killing them as they're moving
How
out.
is that colonialism? Jewish
guys
people
think-
are indigenous to that land. It's the opposite of colonialism.
When Palestinians are living there, before, this is 1900, who was living there?
In United
What was the
States of
country
America.
called?
In United States of America.
In
where I live,
1900s, what was the place called?
it was part of the Ottoman Empire.
It was called,
the Ottoman Empire.
it was
The
called
Palestinian
Palestine.
region in the-
It was called the Ottoman Empire.
Who named
Syria,
it Palestine?
Palestine.
Who named it
It was
Palestine?
From the
Palestine.
Romans. Call it from the Romans.
What was before that?
If you want to go before,
Palisades. And Philistines had
Who named
Palisades.
it Palestine?
We'll come to
you want
that.
to go all the way.
You wanna
We can,
go to
we
the
can.
root?
all the
Who
way.
named it
We can, we
Palestine?
That's awesome, God.
You don't know?
We can.
Who named it
did.
Palestine?
Who what?
Who named the region Palestine?
Before Palestine, they were called Palisades, they were called Philistines. The name
Romans
Palestine has been
named it
indigenous to
The
them.
region. Who named
Doesn't
the
matter.
region?
They
It
were
doesn't matter.
they were
It doesn't
Palestinians
matter.
from the get-go.
No, there's
ask you a question.
people.
Philistines, Palisade, you've got people that
asked
have
you a question.
great knowledge in this
you a question.
field. They're saying Palisade. I'm answering your question.
named
I'm just
the land
answering another way you want.
When did it call
Palisade
Palestine?
is
It was
the
the Romans, right? It was the
precursor.
Romans.
It was the precursor
Why
to
did the
Palestine.
Romans, why did the Romans name it Palestine?
Palisades were precursor to Palestine.
Why you keep talking? Let me go.
Because you asked me a question, I'm responding to
You're
that
not.
question.
You're skirting around the chase.
No, just because you don't like the way I've responded to
Because
it
you-
doesn't mean I
wasn't
haven't
a factual
responded to it.
response. No.
I don't care if you don't think if you
It was
don't
the
think
land of
Israel is
Israel
committing a
word.
genocide. Don't talk to me about factual. You've got no clue what the word
Sorry,
factual
we
means.
climbed over walls
You're
and slaughtered
deluded.
babies.
You think Israel is this benign state.
Where did you get this from? Slaughtered babies. Where did you get that from?
Again, we're switching
You
the topic.
climbed up.
You said slaughter babies.
Let me ask you a
I'm
question.
saying that.
Who
You said slaughter
named
babies.
it Palestine?
He's talking about Israel. Yeah, you're right. You killed babies.
Who named it Palestine? The Romans, right? Why did the Romans name it Palestine? Because when they conquered the kingdom of Judea, Jews, they wanted to humiliate them. So a way to humiliate them was to give them a biblical foe, the Philistines, that didn't exist anymore, which were actually sea people that came from Greece to that land, attacked the Egyptians, and got drove into Israel, the Philistines, arch enemies biblically. So therefore the Romans named the region Palestine.
Why are you starting at the
to
Romans?
humiliate them.
Why are you starting at the
It's not
Romans?
about when God
No.
gave it to us.
This is-
when-
we're
Let's go back to the Israelites. Who were before the
We're
Israelites?
talking in 2000 BCE.
Let's go before that.
Palestinians in 2000 BCE.
4,500 years. They were the Canaanites.
Yeah.
They were Arabs.
No.
Eh?
No. They were Canaanites.
Very
They were
good.
Canaanites.
That's your grandfather? Who is that?
Where's your, do you have
Those are
any
your grandparents?
Do you have any DNA that says you're Canaanite?
Those are your
Wow.
Do you
grandparents.
serve Canaanite idols?
You got.
Do you serve idols?
There are pairs.
They were all idolaters.
Allah
They serve idols. They serve idols.
They do. Yeah.
We don't.
We
We
don't.
have
They
that in
serve,
common.
right. Canaanites were idol worshippers.
All of them were idol worshippers.
Canaanites were
They
idol
weren't
worshippers.
Arabs.
Look at the Bible.
I don't follow the Bible.
But they weren't Arabs though.
Follow the Quran.
The Quran. Canaanites
We're
were
talking
idol
about their
worshippers.
theology.
A lot of our books the same. Canaanites.
We're not
By
talking
the way,
about their
Palestine's not
we're
in
not
your
talking
book.
about their theology. We're talking about their
Israelites.
ethnicity. Why are they not Arabs?
No, they were.
You're the only
You
one.
guys have-
You're the only one I've heard say that.
Palestinians currently have nothing in common with them. Not culture, not language. They're gone.
Where?
If I as a Muslim went to them.
Oh, this here.
Yeah. And I said to them, based on my religious scripture, these lands belong.
She's gonna follow us.
no one will listen to you.
No, listen to me. Now, I'm saying you admitted that the Palestinians took the Jews in when the whole massacre was happening.
I didn't
You
say
guys,
anything about that.
Did Jews migrate to Palestine?
Who was in charge then when they migrated?
No, look,
The British, right? The British people, not Palestinians.
No, before that.
I just stick with the point. Carpet bombing is
Hebron
biased.
massacre. Hebron massacre. You guys can take us and get out of
What I'm
here.
saying is, you guys migrated there. They took you on board, and then from there,
The British took us
They're
in.
not gonna know.
Irrelevant. You came there, and you took over those lands, and it all started from there. So don't go to October 7.
If you're going to say history, I'm going to say history.
Okay.
History's not 100 years old. History's for the entire existence of the globe.
But remember what I said
Jews
to you?
have been there before Islam existed.
Even if we go with the argument, I said to you, if I was to go to America and say my religious scripture, the Quran says this is my land, what would happen? No one cares.
No one cares. But if you win a war, then you win. It's very simple.
Okay, good. So are you telling us
What's your point?
if the Muslims re-win the argument, you guys can be kicked out?
If
Same logic. So if we say, you know
according
what?
to the globe, according to how the world works, if the Palestinians got a stronger army and beat us, then we wouldn't be there anymore. It's very simple.
All right, good. So you would accept that. So if their power,
I wouldn't like it, but it would be the fact of the matter. Very simple.
But believe me, one thing, that the Palestinians will never be doing what you're doing to them. Even if they are strong in power.
It's ludicrous.
Oh, the guys who
October 7th, they massacred us.
and raped women and killed babies.
October 7th.
Yeah, right.
October
Can I tell you
7th.
something?
Yeah,
Can I
my
tell you
friend,
something?
it's crazy.
Can I tell you something?
It's very funny. It's like me beating you guys up,
Why do you keep beating
killing
us
your
up?
kids, kicking them from their house,
Who started the war?
killing them from their house,
48.
and
Who started
then
it?
if they retaliate, if
Why
they tell them
not?
why the UN has given
No,
them
we're right here, we're right here,
You're not
we're
here
right
yet.
here.
When they retaliate, it's like, oh, but why did you hit me for?
No, but here-
Oh, it's not.
Who started the war? 48.
Here's the logic.
My friend,
Okay, let me say. That whole analogy is dumb.
Your logic
It's not a
is good.
slap and a
The
slap.
Palestinians will
You
never
came
do
out
what
with
they're doing.
guns.
What Israel
You
is
came out-
doing, in our scripture, look, you guys can use Amalekites. You can be against that. Benjamin Netanyahu used Amalekites, clearly. Nowhere in our scripture does it tell us that we can kill innocent men, women, children, or babies. Period.
Neither.
In
I
your
don't know
scripture,
your-
yes, it
I
does.
don't
You
know
did
your-
all
First
that.
Samuel chapter 15,
Not
verse
you,
2
I'm
to
sorry,
3.
Hamas.
In the book of Numbers,
Samuel
in the book of
53.
Numbers,
What?
it does. This is, look,
I don't know your book. That's
no,
all
I'm
I
talking
said.
about your
No,
book.
your book.
First Samuel,
Yeah, we destroy
the book of
Amalekite,
Numbers.
absolutely.
Exactly. Thank you. You're proud of it. Because it's
Of
killed
course.
men,
Yes,
children,
100%.
Yep.
and
Babies as well, yeah?
And babies.
What have babies done?
Babies.
What did the donkeys do?
Good.
God said so. That's all I know.
But what did the donkeys do though?
God said
What's
so.
the connection to your argument?
What's the
My argument
connection?
You're trying to
What about
compare the
babies?
Amalek
What?
to
What about the what did the
What does that
babies
have to do
do?
with your argument?
No.
When the
talking about a
Palestinians,
group.
inshallah, when the
You picked a
Palestinians,
random group from the Bible
inshallah,
that we
when
have
the
to
Palestinians have the
destroy
power
and say
again and
that's Gaza.
overthrow,
That's not
listen to me.
Gaza.
Inshallah, when the
Go ahead.
Palestinians have the power and overthrow the Zionist scum dirtbags, and inshallah I live to see it, I mean, yes,
Ameen.
they will never be killing innocent men, women, and children because it's against our religion. But from your side, and you guys, you said that's not, we don't
hilarious.
condone that. Benjamin Netanyahu, he quotes Amalekites. We have no scripture telling us to kill innocent men, women, and children. That's the difference between us and you.
I don't know about your scripture. I know on October 7th, people have the opportunity to murder Jews, and what do? They murder Jews. So don't tell me your scripture. Tell me the facts
October
that matter.
7th, October 7th happened in 2023.
Okay.
How many Palestinians were killed in 2023?
I have no idea.
Oh, so but you're saying everything started October 7th?
No.
What about the death of Palestinians? Nothing started
Why
there?
would God give us the land?
Oh, so
It's a tragic
then
thing.
October 7th it was a tragedy as well then.
Okay. Yeah.
Then why does everything start at the
But
tragedy?
Israel has the ability to respond to that. Whatever. Yeah, that's what they're doing.
By killing babies.
That's what they're currently doing.
Guys,
By
you
killing
guys,
women.
You guys
don't have the
pretend you
ability
don't know
to
what war
respond.
is.
You're pretending.
Well, it's
Are
not
you
killing
ignorant
women and
about any
children.
war that
Give
ever
me
happened?
one war in the history of the world that a kid wasn't killed.
Let's end on
One.
this note. Let's
Give
end
me
on this note.
one.
Let's end this note. At least you guys condemn some stuff, yeah? But let's end this note.
switching it again.
You said about war. You said the war. Let me
Well,
tell you
switching
something.
topics.
As Muslims, we are not allowed. But
you still do.
No, we don't.
Right, but all the religious fighters climbed over the wall
Look, you are
and they
not my
killed our
teacher.
people.
The Quran is my teacher. If I was to follow you, you would justify
Maybe you
killing
should go
donkeys and
teach all
babies,
your-
yeah? Okay, we try to do it.
God does mine.
We are
By the
not
way, we have
allowed.
the same
We are not
God.
allowed.
Keep
We are not
going.
allowed. We are not allowed. That's what I'm saying. I'm telling you that the scripture that we follow tells us we are not allowed
Doesn't
to remember
And we
the
are
our
not allowed to go
scripture
kill
doesn't say
innocent
that God
Gazans
said
either.
kill donkeys and babies.
But thank you guys for having a discussion. She's gone already, but thank God for that.
Why'd you leave?
People
Why are you
leave
leaving? You couldn't answer any of our questions. You're leaving.
I will let
That's
the
great.
audience decide.
You switch topics a trillion times.
You guys have cameras.
I'm excited to
put up
see the cut.
footage.
The cut.
I like to see you're going to produce it.
There'll be
to
no-
your fans.
there'll be no
You
cuts.
can answer a single question.
There'll be no cuts.
My friend came here last week, argued with you. His video's all cut off. Just
I
saying.
don't ever remember
Well, there's a chance
debating
to
with
hear
your
this part
friend,
of the
but But anyways, like I
What
said,
is it?
0% chance.
Inshallah, Palestinians will take over back their lands. Inshallah.
How about this?
Inshallah.
How about
Good
this?
luck.
How about this?
Good
How about
luck.
this? On our
That's
lives,
all fast.
everyone should have peace in the entire world.
That sounds nice to the ear.
That's all-
what's happening.
You clearly don't believe in
Your
that.
statement's also nice to the ear.
You guys should be asking.
Your
this
statement's
more,
nice to the
okay?
ear
This
too.
is
It's not
like-
going to happen. But for the sake
Any
of
last words? 'Cause I don't
for the sake of peace for the entire globe, shouldn't we all come together to say, let's make the future bright for
yeah,
everybody?
let's make it bright by kicking out the Zionists.
Should we make